Hi, glad you could make it. And look at you, all dolled up for a girls' night out.
That's sweet, but I really can't stay long. I have a lot more work to do at home. Hey, I was just grateful for any excuse to get out of the house. Thanks. After spending all day getting the house ready, I decided to freshen up a bit. Remind me not to move again. It's a lot of work.
Why don't you make yourself at home? Everyone is excited to meet the new girl on Wisteria Lane.
I think I'll do just that. I can't wait to meet everyone. I'm glad you invited me, Bree. Hey, what do you say we skip the meet and greet part of the evening and get right to the juicy gossip? No, I want to meet people. Every single time, I want to meet people. Let's meet Susan. Talk to her.
Hello. So nice to meet you. I'm Susan Mayer.
It's nice to meet you too. Now, is that Mrs. Mayer or Miss Mayer? Hi, Susan. Can I call you Susan? Do you have any problems getting your husband to let you out of the house? That's weird. Hey, Susie. Why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself? Are you married? Do you have children? Susie. Why the fuck would you call her Susie right out the bat? She says Susan. Which one would be nicer? Because I don't want to, like, make her pissed off. Mrs. or May? Miss.
Oh, I'm not married anymore. Just call me Susan.
Okay. What happened? Was it a messy divorce, or did he die or something? So insensitive. Oh, I'm sorry, Susan. What happened to your husband? Not married anymore. I'm sorry to hear that. What happened? This is so, like, I don't even know. What's the nicer? This face looks a lot more sympathetic than this one. This one looks like, I don't know, like it's frozen in time. So let's do the sad face.
No, it's okay. Just the standard happy marriage turned bitter divorce. At least I got something good out of it. My daughter, Julie. One day, I found out that my ex, Carl, was cheating on me with his secretary. So I did the only sensible thing. I kicked him out. Or he left. Depends on who tells the story, I guess.
I'm glad you got yourself and your daughter away from him. What a bastard. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, you poor dear. Couldn't keep him interested in the goods, huh? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, I'm completely over him now. I can concentrate more on my children's books this way, too. So, tell me about yourself. What does your husband do?
Oh, God. Well, I'm a stay-at-home mom. My husband runs a private practice down at the health center. Lance Bass works at the Fairview Health Center as a doctor. Ooh, he is a very talented and respected doctor. I almost said daughter. Yeah, let's just be really stoked for my husband.
Really? I dated a doctor not that long ago. Dr. Ron. Didn't really end that well, though.
Why do they always turn it over to themselves?
See, the thing is,
God.
I had just remarried my ex-husband for health insurance purposes, and I tried to protect Dr. Ron's feelings by not telling him. But for some reason, he didn't get that I was just looking out for him.
Oh, God, I know that's... Hold on. Your doctor friend was being ignorant. You were obviously trying to keep him out of trouble. Plausible deniability. Sounds to me like trust was the issue. He had a right to be mad. I really don't feel like it's my place to comment. No, let's make her happy.
You're right. I need to stop beating myself up over it. I had better let you get around to the other gals. But thanks for listening. I appreciate it.
You betcha. Can I talk to you? Let's talk to you. Let's see what's up.
Why don't you make yourself at home? Everyone is excited to meet the new girl on Wisteria Lane.
Oh, okay. So she's in charge of everything. I can't know any gossip about her. Not yet. Can I steal shit from her house? I know at one point you can sneak in and steal stuff. I can't decide. Maybe I'll just be like the good girl who's like nice to everyone's face and like solves problems well. But I'm just gonna like roam in and steal everything from them. Lynette! I love her. She's fantastic.
Howdy, neighbor. Welcome to the neighborhood. I'm Lynette Scavo.
Hi, Lynette. I'm Nostalgia. Hey, Lynette. My name's Nostalgia. I'm Nostalgia Princess. Nice to meet you.
Let me do a little preemptive strike here and apologize in advance for anything my brood might do to you or your house.
Okay.
They are amazing kids, but you know how it is? Sometimes they just get a little out of hand, especially when the three boys get together.
Thanks. I'll be sure to lock my doors from now on. Lynette, your children frighten me and I haven't even met them yet. Is that what you were going for? Wow, they must be really wild to need an introduction like that.
I find it's better to prepare the uninitiated for the worst. My twins sometimes act like they just escaped from a zoo, and my oldest just follows along on their adventures.
My son had his share of adventures, but in the end he learned from the lessons my husband handed down on his behind. I bet you and your husband's hands are sore from all the spanking you had to do. Boys will be boys, right? Boys will be boys. I hate that saying.
When you work in advertising, you find all sorts of creative ways to deal with bad behavior. Tom and I found ways to handle them without resorting to spanking.
Here's where I disagree. She just said that they found ways to handle them. It's not handling if she has to immediately apologize, like, in advance, because she says that they run wild. I don't know, whatever. Oh, shit.
Oh, yes. We traded staying home with the kids for the first couple of years, but now we found a way for both of us to work and spend time with the kids.
She said, I'm obviously sure that you saw that little bubble, but it was like, so both you and your husband work. I completely agree. My job as a housewife is what keeps me going all day. I don't know, work can be rewarding and all, but nothing seems as rewarding as raising a child and keeping it home. I could never give up any of the time I have spent raising my son. I would feel guilty or selfish. None of these are a really good choice. I mean, I guess I completely agree is good.
I was a stay-at-home mom for 5 years, so I understand. Oh, I don't want to keep you all to myself, but thanks for chatting. Have fun talking to the women.
Okie dokie. Gabrielle.
Hello, I'm Gabrielle Solis, but you can call me Gabby.
Nice to meet you, Gabby. I like your dress. Pleased to meet you, Gabby. Do you always dress up for gatherings at Breeze, or is this a special occasion? Hello, Gabby. I have to say that dress you are wearing is absolutely stunning.
This whole thing, it's nothing special. Stella gave it to me years ago, but around here, it's practically haute couture.
Oh, I see. Second-hand clothes for a second-rate woman. All makes sense now. Ouch. Stella Cifianti from down the street? How did you manage that? Wow, you must have you must have a lot of pull in this neighborhood to have people like Stella give you such extravagant dresses. Who do you know? How did you manage that?
Well, I don't want to be immodest, but I was actually an incredibly successful fashion model before I married Carlos and moved to Fairview.
I guess that explains why you obviously spend so much time on your appearance. This Carlos must have been some man to be able to pull you away from a life like that. Wow, that sounds so glamorous. The parties, the celebrity, the money. It must have been hard to walk away from that. No, let's say Carlos is awesome.
So, what does your husband do?
I just so happen to be married to a very talented and respected doctor. Lance Bass works at the Healthview Health Center. He's a doctor there. He is a doctor, a family practice physician to be specific. He's talented and respected.
A doctor. I guess we know that you're well taken care of. We should go shopping sometime. I know all the best places around here.
I'm not much of a shopper, Gabrielle, but I did enjoy talking to you. Maybe I can stop by your place sometime and chat for a bit. Absolutely, I'd love to go shopping with you. I love buying new clothes. I want to be honest with you, though. I tend to be a bit frugal. Money can't buy happiness, you know.
You sound like a woman after my own heart. We're going to get along fine. It's been a real pleasure talking to you. Stop by my place anytime, neighbor.
All right.
Now that we've gotten all the formal introductions out of the way, why don't you tell us a little more about yourself?
Oh, there isn't much to say, really. My family and I just moved into town and are getting ourselves acclimated to life on Wisteria Lane. I can't read. That's cool. As I've told some of you already, my husband Lance Bass is the doctor at the Fairview Health Center. We have a son together, Nick Carter, and we're looking forward to life in Fairview. My husband, my son, and I have just moved into town not too long ago. I came over because I wanted to meet my new neighbors.
Oh, how nice. And how long have you and your husband been together?
What's it to you? About 20 years or so, I think. I can't tell you the exact number, but it seems like it was only yesterday we were walking down the aisle.
Hello? You're a woman. Shouldn't that number be etched in your mind somewhere?
It should be, but my memory isn't exactly in the best condition. My wedding day is sort of hazy for me. I wish I could tell you all more, but I honestly can't remember that far back. That seems nicer.
That's a very strange thing to say.
I'll say. Just what do you mean by that?
I mean, just what I said. I can't remember. There was a tragic accident about 20 years ago that ruined the better part of my memory. I was forced to fill in the blanks with family photos and what my husband told me. It's just that. Some time ago, I was involved in an accident and lost the better part of my memory leading up to that point. My husband filled me in on the details, but I only sort of remember. An incident that happened 20 years ago gave me a case of amnesia that I still haven't fully recovered from yet. This.
My, I certainly wasn't expecting you to tell us that. I'm terribly sorry I asked. Perhaps we should move on.
I don't know, Bree. It's not that bad. I know I've got more than a few moments in my life that I'd like to forget about altogether.
That's a bit insensitive. It's been difficult not being able to remember things that everyone else can, like my childhood or my parents, but I've been able to move on with my life. It's really not that big of a deal. At first, it was hard not knowing so much about my past, but I've learned to live with it, so drop it. The whole mess used to bother me, but I've since moved on. There's not much I can really do about it at this point. Let's go for the sympathy card.
Don't take this the wrong way, but that's just so weird. From what you're telling us, it sounds like there's a huge stretch of your life that you can't account for.
How could she possibly take that the wrong way, Gabby? I'd like to take this time to apologize on Gabrielle's behalf. Apparently she's been taking notes from the Edie Britt School of Social Etiquette.
All I'm saying is that when you only know about one half of your life, there's no telling when the other half might come back for a visit.
Ladies, what do you say we cut the small talk and get down to business,
I don't want our new neighbor to think I'm a snoop or anything, but I saw Edie do something questionable the other day.
How is this getting to business? Like, how is this any of their business?
You won't think any less of me for divulging this bit of gossip, will you?
Actually, I don't know if we should talk about someone behind their back. No objections here. Spill it, Gabrielle. I couldn't think any less of you, Gabby.
I saw her sneaking around and digging through people's mailboxes while I was out jogging.
My mailbox?
No, it wasn't any of ours, but I thought you should all know about it.
Ooh, you just have to hear what I found in my mailbox. Well, that explains what I found in my mail today, and it wasn't just coupons. What a coincidence. I actually found something strange in my mail not too long ago. Ooh, you all have to hear.
What are you talking about?
I found these pills inside an envelope with the initials EB on it. They must be Edie's. Oh, never mind, it's nothing.
Pills? So that's what you was looking for. I wonder what they are.
They're probably special extra-strength birth control
Oh,
pills.
God.
You know, considering how much Edie gets around.
What bitches?
Or maybe it's something she puts in her date's drink to get them all riled up. Wouldn't put it past her.
Oh my god. Well then, I should probably hold on to this to keep the men around here safe from Edie. After all the comments she was making this morning, I could see Edie doing that. They're probably not diet pills. I bet she drinks some fast. I definitely feel the love here. This.
You are so going to fit in great around here.
'Cause I'm a bitch like you guys are?
I agree completely, and while I would love to stay and continue this discussion, I gotta go before Tom lets the kids play one of his car racing video games again.
It really sucks that it's like, oh god, it's 1 a.m. I really want coffee.
Yeah, I better get going too. I have some work to do on my book.
I have to go too. Thanks for having me over. It has been such a pleasure meeting you all. Look forward to getting to know all of you better. You know, I think I can find a better way to waste my time than mindlessly gossiping about the neighborhood tramp, so I'll be on my way as well. Lol. That's hilarious.
Your secrets button, indicated by a folder, is where all of the dirt that you've gathered on other people in the neighborhood is stored. Of course, if you do anything secret-worthy, it will be listed here as well.
Cool.